has a 20-year-old British YouTuber just put a dent in Tesla's full self-driving program? Nah, I don't think so. But oh, then I'm supposed to do some sort of intro. That's what they all do, don't it? What a load of shit. Welcome to Not Another Tesla channel, the channel that's dedicated to Tesla. Couldn't come up with a better name, sorry. But on a side note, I'm a little bit of a psychic. Don't get many of them on YouTube talking about Tesla. But I can prove it to you right here, right now. You'll like this one. I guarantee, through spending these few seconds with you, that this is the first time you've come across this channel. And no, it's got fuck all to do with this being my first video. I'll try harder. Anyway, I was doing my daily YouTube binge. Does anyone do that? Scroll through a load of videos, click on one, looks interesting. Clickbait usually. Yeah, they're good at that. 10 seconds, no good. Another video, another 10 seconds. And this is what really gets me, more than anything. You eventually come across a video that's quite interesting, you want to watch, and it's got you, and you're involved in it. And then your missus in the background going, yeah, distracting you. And you miss half the video, and you have to watch it again. Well, that's what happens to me anyway. So I was doing my binge session of YouTube, which Google must love people like me, and come across this guy, Jack Messy Walsh, a British YouTuber. Seen a few of his videos, they're alright, pretty good. And this one was titled, Can I Trick Autopilot into going 100 miles an hour? So something like that. And I thought that's quite interesting. I'll have a little watch of that. And it's basically him and his bird have fabricated some British road signs, and you know, they've got one on a pole, and it's, you know, the red circle, white centre, you know, the speed limit in the middle of it. They got one on a pole. They got, you know, made of cardboard stuck to a pole, looks the part. They've got a couple of stickers they stick to lampposts. You know, you certainly don't get the feel that this is going to work. So they, I mean, I don't know how they both come up with this idea. And then, how do you come up with this idea and then go, that'll make a great YouTube video? You know, that bit I'd like to understand better. Anyway, so they put they're on this little country road, it looks like, and they put these signs out, and I'm watching it and I'm thinking, you know, not a lot's going to happen here, or you're assuming not a lot's going to happen here. And then straight away it proves, the Tesla picks up the signs, clear as day, straight on the screen, 30 mile an hour, 40 mile an hour, whatever the sign was, you could see it. And it just proved immediately that the Teslas are picking up these signs. If it looks the part, it must be the part, and that makes sense. If you was driving past at 30 miles an hour and you see these signs, I'm pretty sure you would think they were the part, as would I. And anyway, they're driving up and down to see if the Tesla picks it, and then the Tesla sees it, and then it must just say, that is what it is, and it changes the speed limit on the autopilot to match that of the sign. There's no a warning or anything like that, because other cars that haven't got cameras that tell you the speed limit must be doing it off some sort of GPS map. Because my car hasn't got any, I don't think it's got any cameras. And as I go from speed zone to speed zone, the symbol on the dashboard changes to match that of the speed zone. But in this instance, the Tesla appeared to be seeing the road sign, reading the road sign, matching the restriction of the road sign. And he tried it in a few different scenarios, and it appeared in all instances to work, other than the one where I think his girlfriend was standing there with the sign. Didn't like that one. But on the face of it, it looked quite negative, because I mean, people even in the comments said, you know, kids of the future holding up 1 mile an hour signs on the motorway to trick autonomous cars into slowing down, which I thought was quite funny. Times have definitely changed since I was a kid. And talk about best excuse for speeding. Yes, officer, I saw the kids holding back signs. I didn't know what they said, and the car just shot off at 70 miles an hour. Yeah, it's probably not going to go down very well. But it got me thinking, actually, this is probably a great opportunity. And I'm sure the very clever people at Tesla are well underway in this thought process, because they must be jumping through loads of regulatory hoops trying to get countries and highway authorities to allow, or states in America to allow, full self-driving as a thing. At the moment, it's not. It's assisted drive. It's like a driving assistant, and you still have to pay attention, have your hand on the steering wheel, and you know, be alert and ready to take control. And in the last 12 months, from what I've seen, they have made enormous progress in full self-driving capabilities, and I just think this adds to it, because if you or I or anybody else was driving down the road and you see what appears to be a legitimate road sign, 9 times out of 10 you're going to acknowledge it and think that that is the speed of the road. But Tesla probably has an opportunity here to do one better than that, because it must be able to have a sort of map built in with what the highways have depicted are the speed limits on those roads on the map. So its GPS can say, this is what the map says the speed limit is in this area. You've then got its visual systems, its camera systems looking at the road, seeing the road signs, going, this is what the road signs are telling us the speed limit are. And whilst those two match and they're in sync, great, everything is fine. It's almost like a redundancy check, the map and the visual put together. But there's going to be situations or scenarios where the road sign and the map don't align and they're not giving the same information. Now, Tesla could just go, okay, in our software, we're going to just use the lesser of the two and always err on the side of caution. Of course, that would be fine. But we're looking for buy-in from these regulators, and we really need them to be saying, yes, what, you know, not only is it safe, of course it has to be safe, but what is it? What can it do for us? Is the question being asked? What can Teslas do for us to improve things? Well, this could be one of them, because it drives down the road, it sees a road sign, it checks the map data, they don't align, it records a photograph of the road sign, it adds the coordinates to the photograph, and it sends it to the highway authority straight away, autonomously, just sends it to them, conflicting information. Got road signs and road map data not aligning. They've never had that before. No one's ever done that before. There's not a system in place that checks that road signs are accurate in the right locations. It doesn't just apply for speed either. Wait until Tesla could start notifying damage signs. Wait until Tesla could notify highways of signs that are partially covered and impede visibility. And they send all this information to the highways authorities. Thousands and thousands of cars checking the state of the road signage, notifying where there's fault. brilliant. If that does not level up the driving experience for everybody on the road, Tesla, other manufacturer, full self-driving, not full self-driving, doesn't matter. That levels up all road networks around the world. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm not convinced that all these highways people are going to want to have 100,000 emails a day of cars autonomously telling them in England's situation that the roads are in poor condition or signage is in poor condition. But nevertheless, it's still a good thing. I'm curious if Tesla are working on something like that, because I think it's a bit of a game changer. And there's no way their neural net / dojo program can't do that. I mean, look at what it can do already. Identifying poor signage, poor road conditions, identifying accidents. Imagine if you could identify an accident, abandoned car, anything, you know, all sorts, and have an agreed way with certain authorities that it can autonomously notify, get put onto a database with photographs, with coordinates, timestamps. Amazing things can happen from this. And I think, obviously at the moment, Tesla are concentrating on how can they get the car to autonomously drive itself. But they're not silly. I think they've got to get it doing so much more than that. And I think that's what's going to happen. This is an opportunity for Tesla. I didn't think about it until I see Jack Messi Walsh's video of him tricking the Tesla into seeing these road signs. But it's actually just got me thinking now that it can do so much more than that. And it'll be interesting to see what comes of the next 12, 24, 36 months. Definitely 36 months. We're going to see some amazing things happening with Tesla. Anyway, if you've got this far in this video, fair play to you, because I'm sure it's pretty crap. I do realise I'm the wrong side of 16 to be starting a YouTube channel. Wow. But me and my mate got a bit of a competition on. First to 100 subs wins a Mars bar. Now, help me win that Mars bar, great. Or if you don't want to do that, another thing you could do is like say something in the comments like, "You don't need a Mars bar, fat boy," and that would help me as well, because then that would put me off eating a Mars bar, which would help. Or beating him's great, that's preferred option. See what you can do. Thank you very much. Oh, till next. So I figured one sub a video, that can't be that hard. One sub a video, 100 videos, won a Mars bar. Easy way to get through COVID, 100 videos on Tesla. No problem. Oh, I've got to do one of them.